Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're working on a 1985 Toyota Celica GTS, and we're trying to rebuild hinges, but there's no hinge kit available for this car that I can find. So we're gonna modify and make our own work. Stay tuned and I'll give you all the details. First thing we gotta do is cut off the pins. So they're all press pins, so what we're doing is just cutting the head off so we can get the pin out. Okay. So here we are at my messy bench, but this is what happens when you do a lot of work in the shop. So what we did is we cut slots in the pin. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit these edges, hopefully. Whoops, went the wrong way. You know what, I had it on here last time, I think. Okay, we're gonna hit these edges where we made our cuts and see if we can knock off. Here we go, there's one. We're just knocking off the little tabs that we created. So we can, whoops, there's two. Three. This one. Cut in the wrong spot, I think. Okay, so we put, the way I did it is I put, because I don't want to crush the hinge, so I just put these tabs very loosely so the pin will move, and we're going to knock the pin out, hopefully. And there it goes. Let me get a center punch. Center punch has been great. It's great when it works. They don't come out that easy, that's for sure. I don't think they were meant to be rebuilt. Come on, you son of a gun. What's going on here? Yeah, it's still gonna come down a little bit more. I think that's what I went through with the other one. It was pretty hard. It wasn't that easy. I just can't believe they don't make a rebuilding kit for this. As popular as these cars are, the older Toyotas are. There it goes. Okay. What you don't want to do is go off center, because then you create a lip. Okay. So see, we're getting the pin out, and they are splined. You can see how worn out it is. Okay, let's see if I could tap it out the rest this way. Okay, there we go. So knock that pin out. We knocked that pin out. Get rid of that. You gotta get a little creative there. So here we go. We got our pieces. We got our bushings that are beat. All of these, look at that, see this cracked, all swelled up. That one just fell apart. So we're gonna knock those out, and we're gonna drill this out. Mason jar is gonna get broken. Let's use the same thing. There we go. We knock those out. Now we come over to here, and we are going to loosen this. Ugh. So for this job, you need a 1/2-inch drill bit, and you need a drill bit for the inside part of the new one, which is the size of the pin. So what you do is you take, these are the part numbers I used. So it's a Dorman part number 38410, and it's actually a Ford. It's a Ford part. So well, this is the closest I found. So this is what we're gonna do here. I'm just gonna make sure we got the right drill bits here, and that's the right drill bit there. Nope. Not the right drill bit, it's this one. Yep. So this is our drill bit for the center, which you're going to be drilling. Let me put this here. So the part that goes on the car is going to be drilled out to the pin size. The caps go on the part that goes on the door. It's a bigger hole. So those are going to get the 1/2-inch hole. So what I did here is, it's not that easy, but it's not going to make it over far enough, is it? Come on, baby. Here it goes. All right. So we're going to line ourselves up there. Set up the drill press, we'll drill through both sides. So that's the size of the pin. So if we take the pin, it's a perfect size for the pin, which is perfect. A little bit of tap, glove, and it'll go right in. So that's the one that goes to the firewall. Now we're gonna work on this one here. So this is the one that goes to the door. So this is the one that actually where's my bit? There we go. So now we're going to use the 1/2-inch bit. And this one's a little more challenging because it's a bigger hole. That's that one. So now what we're gonna do is, all right, so here we go. We got all our holes drilled out. So we're gonna put our caps in. Get rid of the burrs. Maybe a couple burrs, especially on the side that goes through. So let me clean that up. All right. So we'll put our caps in. And we're gonna get a little bit of grease, because I'm gonna assemble this sucker for good. So we are gonna put a dot of grease. I like to put a dot of grease, although this is not supposed to move. What's supposed to move is the inside of the pin. But I'm a grease person, so I believe in grease. Just like my brother. My brother's a big fan of grease. So we are going to grease these. Now we're going to lube up the pin area where the pins go in. And where the pin rides. Alright, we're going to assemble this. So this goes on a door like that. This goes on the door like that. And it goes like this. Okay, so I just went back to double check myself here. All right, we may as well use the vise here. And that's perfect. Let's get enough grease on there. And we can send it home. So now I'm gonna put it like this because I want it to the hinge is a little loose, so what I want to do is that'll tighten that up. Yeah, see, that's a little better. That tightens that up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the vise. Luckily my jaws spread perfectly to hold both ends so I can hit it hard and not crush the hinge. So let's see if I can do it. Let me go this way. Let me do it this way because this way you guys can see what we're doing. So we want to, it's splined on the bottom there. Let me turn this camera a little bit. So it's splined on the bottom there. So what we want to do is, there it goes. And that's it. Toyota hinges, rebuilt with Ford pins. Not a bad deal. I don't know if you guys have been trying to find them, but again, that's the part we used. It's a Dorman 38-410 pin set, and they have them in AutoZone. Now what we're going to do is, because the pin's so long, we're going to trim the pin, cut the pin down, and that'll work perfectly fine. I'll show you guys after I get it back on the car. So now that we got our pins all in, now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this pin down. Yeah, see? Cut the pin down, get rid of that 1 inch. And you don't have to worry about it coming out. Oh, you don't have to worry about it coming out because the splines will keep it in. Plus, the pin goes in from the top. So in order for that pin to come out, the pin would have to go upwards. Alright, so here we are back at the car.